Good morning, how are we? So, Happy New Year, first and foremost. Today we are talking about what to stop doing in 2022 to get even better results than you are now. So, kids are still in bed, having a lay to start January off very well. I'm on the bike, just rolling through, whilst doing a little bit of work. Multitasking, which is coming on to something today. So, I'm going to be talking about something because quite often in the health and fitness space, and in the last few weeks as well, there's been a lot of talk, if you throw it out there, this is what you should be doing, this is what you should be doing, try this diet, try this, try this habit, and that's great. There are, I've been sharing a lot as well. I've been sharing a lot of what the ladies have done who've transformed their health and fitness habits, and that's great. Hey Linda, but ultimately you've got to look at what your lifestyle's like right now, and one of the quickest wins, some of the quickest wins you can get, hey Tracy, Happy New Year, hey Lou, some of the quickest wins you can get is from doing a not to do list. So having a look at, okay, what do I need to stop doing today? Like the daily habits, not the big ones, like, big things that you do, just things you do on a daily basis that hold you back. Like, I'll give you some examples in a second, but the reason why this is so powerful is because the habits or the actions that you do today are the habits that you're actually 100% committed to. How do we know that? That's because we wouldn't do them if we weren't committed to doing them. So we must value them somehow, whether they have a value to us indirectly, so you do them and someone else feels better, whatever that is. And maybe we get a hit out of people pleasing and actually then complaining that it's their fault. Who knows? This is quite an in-depth topic actually, but let's look at these habits so I'll give you some examples. So skipping breakfast, skipping meditation, getting to bed later than 10 o'clock, that's me, because I'm scrolling or just messing around, then I wake up the next day quite tired. Having breakfast is sometimes one of the ones for some people. If they have breakfast because they think it will spike their metabolism, but then they're hungry 2 hours later, when actually you just need to be better planned, which is something else. Not planning is maybe something you need to stop doing, like trying to wing the week when everything gets better when I plan. So if I just plan, that's that one thing I need to stop planning. Saying yes to things that just to get kind of appreciation or please others. Maybe that's something you need to stop doing, because yes, it gives you a little dopamine hit for that minute or so where you please someone else, but actually then we get 24 hours of feeling guilty. And if you think about that, if we people please every day or every other day we spend 24 hours beating ourselves up or so on average. Hey Joss, hey Rebecca, it adds up, doesn't it? It adds up, and then all of a sudden we're spending too much time doing other stuff, and then we wonder why our energy's sapped. And also about how do I pre-qualify the yeses and the no's. So it's not just about then saying no to everything. How do you pre-qualify saying yes to something and no to something? So it's really hard sometimes just to go, well, I can't just say no to someone's meal. I can't just say, I'm not saying that. You have to make the choice that you want to make that makes you happy. But I'll give you an example on like alcohol, drink. This comes up a lot. People can do it when they want to do it. They do dry January. And people often ask, like, what, do you ever drink? You don't drink, do you, Matt? And I'm like, I do drink, but I just drink quite sporadically, like randomly, quite rare. And the only time I really drink is I almost pre-qualify it. So I actually quite like drinking, but I like having more energy, waking up, and I love what I do. I get lots of energy from what I do, and I wouldn't be able to, if I was completely hungover now, I wouldn't probably be doing this, or have done what I've done this morning. And I value that more. I get a lot from that. So I pre-qualify the yes or the no to the drink by saying, okay, if I've got literally nothing to do tomorrow, I don't really need much energy tomorrow, or I've got some time out, then I will drink. Ironically, the last time I did drink was at a nutrition conference because I knew the next day I didn't actually have anything to do. It was a full-on day of lectures, and then the next day was simply travelling back, really. But it was a pre-qualifying, and when you have those boundaries, all of a sudden it's very much easier to say yes or no. And that sounds really simple, and it is, but then it leads to the question of, you'll probably get more actions and more out of just asking the question, knowing what I know now. So what I did last year, don't beat yourself up if you didn't have the best time, you didn't get the results you wanted to lose more weight, That's actually a part of the process, as providing you just reflect and go, okay, knowing what I know now, what would I do differently now? What could I do a little bit differently? And then moments where I could maybe go, yeah, I could probably set some boundaries around them scenarios, because they're going to keep coming up. And if they keep holding me back and I feel like this, what would actually make me happier? Following that action again, or maybe making a different decision. And yes, it might be hard short term, but the actions that you make day by day are actually the habits that you are committed to. Whether we say we want to be healthier habits with our habits or not, the actions that we do are the habits that we're committed to, otherwise we wouldn't be doing them. So, food for thought. I hope that helps. And the more we reflect on this, the better. It's something that we're going to be going over in our quarterly event, which is on the 23rd of January. Workouts, yoga, low intensity, high intensity, all a part of our January kickstart, which starts flexible start date of the next 2 weeks. If you want more information on that, just comment below or send me a message and I'll get you the details. Have an awesome New Year day. It's the first one of the year. There'll be many dad jokes today to the kids. I haven't seen you all year when they wake up. Anyway, I will see you later. Back to my feet. If you're wondering why I'm slightly out of breath, it's because I am actually cycling a little bit, ever so slowly. But I will see you later. Have an awesome day and I'll see you soon. Take care.